Headquartered in Lansing, Triterra has been creating healthier communities throughout Michigan since 2008. Their expertise in brownfield development, environmental consulting, and natural resource management needs provides practical solutions for developers, property owners, and governmental entities. For responsive service tailored to your best interests, call the Triterra team at 517-702-0470 or visit triterra.us. Michigan Reimagined with Chris Buck. It's a special session that's sponsored generously by Triterra and the Gillespie Group. And I am your host, Chris Buck, and I am here with the president and CEO of Walsh College, Suzy Siegle. Welcome to the show, Suzy.
Thank you so much, Chris. So happy to be here.
Welcome to the island.
Oh, beautiful.
For those not familiar, where is Walsh College? What kind of enrollment do you have, and what do you kind of focus on?
Absolutely. Walsh College is in beautiful Troy, Michigan, although we were actually founded in 1922 by Mervyn Walsh, who was the accountant for Thomas Edison in the heart of the city of Detroit.
Wow.
Sixth floor of the Opera House, right?
Okay.
And it started as an accounting school, and now we do business and technology, specifically with AI and machine learning. We have those programs in the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral. We have over 115 doctoral students. And our total enrollment globally worldwide is about 1,400 students, and that includes, excuse me, that includes about 1,000 students here in our domestic campus, as well as internationally in India and the United Arab Emirates. So we are a global campus focused on business and technology to change the world.
There you go. Business and technology. I mean, honestly, that makes the world go round. I've been a business guy my whole life. My wife's a social worker. There are a lot of people in the nonprofits doing great work. But at the end of the day, you got to drive revenue, and you got to, and you pay your bills, and what's left over is profit. And I tell you, the world's leaning into technology. I mean, we're obviously the manufacturing hub. So what brings you to the island? Is there a special, is there anything that you're advocating for, or topics that are being discussed here at the conference that you're paying close attention to?
There's a lot of conversation around education, especially higher education, and knitting it into the fabric of business to ensure that we're preparing graduates not only for the world today, but tomorrow. And the conversations around AI, machine learning, what is happening in the job market, the employability, that's very relevant to us. Now, Walsh College, we're very proud of our return on cost. You know, the big, beautiful bill asked colleges to look at their 10-year return on cost.
Okay.
And we're very proud to say that for our MBA, it's 933%. For our doctoral, it's 1,200.
Okay.
And for our technology programs, it's 780%. Now, Chris, some of that is we are business and technology. Those have high ROI, high margins when you think about return, but it does speak to the value that our students are learning today, what they can apply in the world right away to drive forward tomorrow. In fact, our doctoral program won a #1 Forbes ranking in 2024. We're so proud of that.
Look at you. Okay, fantastic. Founded over 30 years ago, Gillespie Group is a full-service residential and commercial real estate firm based in Lansing, Michigan. With an eye to the future, Gillespie Group is fueled by strategic development with a passion to find creative solutions for real estate development needs. Known for the ability to visualize new energetic spaces that breathe life into spaces and community, Gillespie continues to use its resources to initiate the transformation within the communities it works in. Learn more at gillespie-group.com. You know, I feel like we're caught in this swirl where we talk about college, you know, and college student debts, and why not think of the trades, and not everyone's college bound, and clearly there's truth with all of that. But there's also some startling statistics about, you know, the average income of Michiganders plummeting, and it's important that we lean into this stuff. So Walsh College, I mean, it sounds like you've got a phenomenal ROI. You've got doctorate, master's, and undergrad programs, and all of the things that everyone needs to learn now. It seems to be relevant. I was struck particularly by Sandy at one of his conference, Sandy Brua, the president and CEO of the Detroit Chamber, talking about how he goes to different places, and those folks just talk about things that are going on and how AI is just kind of incorporated into everything. Whereas here, his conversations in Michigan seem to be specific to AI, like as a noun, like it's a thing. That's independent. And he just said it's so sobering to hear. It makes me feel like Michigan's behind. And I don't want to put words in his mouth, so Sandy, if you're listening, but the concept of AI being permeating everything like the internet did. So to hear that there's a really accredited, you know, school that we have here in Michigan that is teaching that significantly, that's phenomenal. So great work on that.
You've spoken to something very important too with, you know, right now we're seeing this two different types of folks in the workplace, right? We're starting to see AI natives coming in. So the students that are learning how to use AI, a lot of the K through 12s are teaching that. So in a few years, we're going to see a workforce that's AI native, meaning they know how to design structures and systems around AI. We're still in the AI adopter phase, a lot of us. I'll own that myself. So we're used to...
I'm an old guy, I get it.
How do we both chat on or Claude on,
right?
And what we are teaching students is, how do you rethink and design entire business models and systems around AI? That is the future. And we are built for the working professional. You do not have to leave your job. You don't have to take time out of your family or life. We can be there learning with you where you are. So our students are traveling, they're busy adults, they're balancing work, life, family, school, and they can do it. A lot of them are taking 2 classes because of the flexible modality. So we believe education should come alongside you with business to amplify impact.
Now you have 1,000 Michigan-based students and then 400 that are in India and the UAE.
Yeah.
You must see a radical difference between maybe comfort level or like people who kind of come to freshman year, as it were, with a little bit more of a running start from abroad? Is that making a leap of guess?
No. Good question.
Yeah.
So a couple things. A lot of those students, they're studying with us fully online over there.
Right.
So they do come occasionally to finish out their degree because they want to come to the U.S. But I'll tell you, I have a class right now. I teach a class in our doctoral program with several AI-focused students studying in the UAE, and they are phenomenal. They are really excited to use it. They're in cybersecurity, so think about the impact of AI in cybersecurity. But really, our campus, because we have these students sitting with us with students who are all over the country. I mean, even though we have a Troy campus, our students are national. They come from all over. And so they're really able to get that rich diversity and exchange of ideas. And they have a finger on the global pulse of what's happening in business and economy. So we are seeing that because our students are working adults. They bring such a richness into the classroom. So, for us, if you're a working professional and you want to advance your degree because you're concerned about some of those entry-level jobs, we heard it on the conference, going to AI, education is the way to go, and business and technology with a high ROI like Walsh College.
Wonderful. All right. Well, how can people learn more about Walsh College?
Yeah, go to our website, walshcollege.edu. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Suzy Siegle, Siegle. You'll see a bunch of Walsh Blue. I do a lot of Walsh promotions, share our students and alumni, and reach out to me directly on direct message. I'd be happy to talk with you about our programs, especially our AI certificate. If you don't want a full degree, but you want to earn some credits toward a master's, but get a degree or your certification in AI, we have that option. So check out our website, and thank you so much for this time.
Absolutely. Totally my pleasure. Well, we've been speaking with the President and CEO of Walsh College, Suzy Siegle, walshcollege.edu to learn more about how to get yourself up to speed with AI if you're old like me, or if you just want to make sure you're relevant in this day and age of business. Great place to go. Thanks so much for joining me, and thanks to our sponsors, Triterra and the Gillespie Group, and tune in for another session of Michigan Reimagined coming soon.